Inside the room were exactly 500 telephones, but only one of them was black. The girl carefully approached and noticed a small slip of paper taped to the black phone. She immediately picked up the receiver and dialed the number written on the note, only to hear a chilling warning from the other end, "Run." Before she could process it, another phone behind her suddenly rang. She answered it quickly, but again, the same haunting voice echoed, "Run." Just as confusion set in, water began seeping out of the phone she was still holding. Terrified, she threw the receiver away, but the rest of the phones around the room also started spraying water. She jumped to her feet, panicking, only to find that the water had already risen past her ankles. The girl struggled to stay calm. She knew that if she didn't find a way out soon, she would drown. Dropping to her knees, she pounded on the floor with all her strength, but the hard ground didn't budge. Meanwhile, the phones kept repeating the same urgent warning, "Run." The water kept rising until it eventually swallowed her whole. That's when she looked up and noticed something unexpected on the ceiling, a toilet. A sudden realization struck her. She began climbing the wall using the phones as makeshift grips, but just as she was about to reach the top, she slipped and fell back into the water. She fought her way to the surface, now only a step away from the ceiling toilet. She swam up to it, only to find the flush handle was missing. That's when she remembered the piece of paper. Looking at it more carefully this time, she finally cracked the code. The seemingly random number was actually the location of a specific phone, and that phone held the key to escaping the room. Taking a deep breath, she dove back underwater. Using the clue on the paper, she located the target phone and dialed the number again. A confirmation tone rang out, and she managed to detach the phone's dial pad. Hidden inside it was the missing flush handle. She swam back up to the ceiling, quickly reattached the handle, and gave it a hard pull. Instantly, the water began to drain, and a congratulatory message echoed through the room. "Congratulations. You've escaped." At that moment, the girl removed the VR headset from her head. It turned out that everything she had just experienced was part of a high-intensity, ultra-realistic virtual escape room game. With technological advances, virtual gaming had become a major part of everyday entertainment. But none of it could function without one critical thing: electricity. That very day, however, due to an unforeseen event, the entire US power grid suddenly collapsed, plunging the whole North American continent into darkness. And the only thing still glowing green was the stock price of the power company.